I think that probably is. There's two things that, well, there's more than two things that work, but two that come to mind is, first of all, any given legislature that passes legislation cannot bind the next legislature. They can do whatever they want. No matter what we say about it shall only be on incomes over 1 million, the next legislature can change that uh, pretty easily. Um, so just from the pure process of legislators being convened, there's never going to be a guarantee. That said, we have talked about an income tax as a much more progressive, fair way of taxing, raising revenue in this state for, well, literally for 30, 40 years. Um, and I happen to believe that an income tax is a more fair, equitable, progressive tax. Um, so if you believe that, then a progressive income tax, you can't call it progressive if it only applies to, some small class of people. That's not progressive, that's regressive. And so the notion that this could be expanded to others, there's, the precedent at the federal income tax level, there are thresholds and they just, they're lowered, raised as the legislatures deem fit. Um, but what I hope happens as a result of this is that we take a really careful look uh, at the two most regressive taxes we have, sales tax and the B&O tax. And in both of those cases, we at least gestured that we need to deal with those. That's what I requested specifically to support an income tax, a millionaire's income tax, is that there be a reduction in the B&O tax. There has been one. It's not as big as I would like, but it was a step in the right direction. And that there be a reduction in the sales tax. We did that as well. Again, not as much as I would like, but it was a step in the right direction. So I think we have set the stage for a robust conversation about the degree to which our revenue should be based, at least in part, on an income tax and less so on B&O and sales.